Welcome everybody. I guess today I'll be showing you what kind of materials and what kind of tools we'll be using extensively on this channel. I guess let's start off with the materials, an easy thing that everyone can acquire from just about any place. First up, let's talk about the most common. Well, cardboard boxes. Shipping boxes, storage boxes. They're very versatile. You can find them just about anywhere. The box right here is, I believe, called single ply. Single ply corrugated cardboard. Something along the lines of that. And that is the material we will be using the most often because it is one of the easiest to cut, easiest to work with, and there's not a lot of hassle with some of the upcoming ones. So this next piece I should show you is thin stuff. This is also cardboard, but it's a lot more flexible than the other one. The other one has got pre-cuts and bends in it to allow it to fold, but this is, well, you can fold it just the way it is. It's pretty much just a really thick piece of paper. This is kind of easy, kind of difficult to cut because it is solid instead of being corrugated. But it's something that you can cut with scissors, scalpel, or a razor. This is good for detail work and small things. I wouldn't really build something really large out of it because I don't think it has a whole lot of structure. The next material, though, does have a fair amount of structure. This stuff right here is a thing called 2-ply corrugated cardboard. It is slightly thicker and a fair amount stronger than single-ply cardboard. And I've used it for structure and other things of that sort, which will require more than just the one piece of corrugated cardboard. It's good for the bigger stuff, not so much the smaller stuff because it's harder to cut and you can't really bend it as much as the other two. Now that we've gotten a hand on all of our materials, let's move to the tools. First up, the tools that we'll probably be using the most are a ruler and a pencil. You would not believe how amazingly useful these things are, and it's something that we'll be using a lot during our building. Other things you can use are mechanical pencils and pens. I wouldn't really recommend a pen because it's a lot harder to erase. So if you make a mistake, it's going to stick there. And if you don't intend on painting, it's really going to show. Now that we've gotten over our drawing implements and our measuring tool, we can use a yardstick as well. Let's go over some of the cutting tools we'll be using. So first up is a box cutter. It doesn't matter what kind you use. You can buy a plastic one from the store. I use a metal one because I find them very nice, very weighty, and rather comfortable to hold. So I will be using a metal box cutter throughout most of the builds I do. Scissors. Scissors are another useful tool, good for cutting the small stuff, or the thin cardboard, and the medium cardboard. I wouldn't really use it to cut the thick cardboard. I would advise getting a good pair of scissors. Cheaper ones tend to be a little more dull and, well, they just don't cut as well, in my opinion. You can use whatever you would like. And something you should also have on hand, trust me, this will be very important, is an eraser. Just have an eraser. It's so useful for getting rid of mistakes because you run out of the stuff on your pencil. This takes a little longer. Aside from the ruler, pencils, and box cutter, we will also be using a glue gun. You can pick up a cheap glue gun at the store. You don't have to get a really big or expensive one just yet. Start with the cheap stuff and then move up to the more expensive stuff. And while you're there, buy yourself some glue sticks. You gotta have some glue to use your glue gun. I think that pretty much concludes everything I need to say in this current video. I guess I will be back another time to show you something we can build with the tools and materials I have just gone over. But until then, see you around.